Hello everyone, welcome to my very first video on Another Thing You Know. If you like quick informative videos, you my friend are at the right place. Now depending on where you live, you either drive on the right side or the left side of the road. But why do some countries drive on the left while some on the right? Well actually, to start with, the ratio is not even. About 2/3 of the world drives on the right side while only 1/3 drives on the left. The biggest one that chose to drive on the left are Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, Ireland, India, South Africa, etc. Now you might be wondering, why doesn't everybody just drive on the right side given that the majority of countries prefer it that way? Actually, in the past, almost everybody traveled on the left side like England and Australia do right now. Because that was the most sensible option for feudal, violent societies. Since most people are right-handed, swordsmen or knights prefer to keep the right arm nearer to the opponent and their scrap further from him. But slowly and steadily this began to change in every continent thanks to colonization. For example, in Europe, French Revolution of 1789 gave a huge impetus to right-hand travel. The fact is, before the revolution, the rich people traveled on the left of the road, forcing the peasantry over to the right. But after the revolution, aristocrats preferred to keep a low profile and joined the peasants on the right. An official keep right rule was introduced in Paris in 1794. Later, Napoleon's conquest spread the new rightism to the lower countries like Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, and many parts of Spain and Italy. The trend among nations over the years has been towards driving on the right, but there is one nation that has done its best to stave off global homogenization: Britain. Left-hand driving was made mandatory in Britain in 1835, and this is why to this very day, India, Australasia and former British colonies in Africa go left. Now Japan is an interesting one. It was never a part of the British Empire, but its traffic also goes to the left. In 1872, Japan's first railway was introduced, built with technical aid from the British, which meant that all trains and trams drove on the left. After gaining independence from England, the US, which was driving on the left under their rule, was anxious to cast all remaining links with their British colonial past and gradually changed to right-hand driving. Despite the developments in the US, some parts of Canada continued to drive on the left until shortly after the Second World War. But of all these, my favorite is the infamous Sweden switch in 1955. What happened was the Swedish government held a referendum on the introduction of right-hand driving. Although no less than 82.9% people voted no, the Swedish parliament passed a law on conversion to right-hand driving in 1963. The day was referred to as H Day in English, which is the word for right-hand traffic in Sweden. There's a brilliant video by Wendover Productions channel on this, linked in the description. Well, while most countries are now driving on the right, your choice will be based on the country that you live in. But most likely, if you're traveling to any of the countries that drive on the other side, make sure you wear your seatbelt and follow the rules. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share, and don't forget to comment below with any other topics that you'd like to know more about. Until then, thank you.